Welcome students. Today we are going to start part 3rd from hydrogen lesson. Students, in part 2nd we completed up to the preparation of hydrogen gas with the different methods. Now students, in the part 3rd we are going to start the properties of hydrogen gas. And the first property is the physical properties of hydrogen gas. In physical properties of hydrogen gas, the first point is the nature. Hydrogen gas is colorless, odorless and tasteless, non-poisonous in nature. This is the first property. Second property is the solubility. Students, hydrogen gas is sparingly soluble in water. If we will take 1 liter of water, in that 1 liter of water, 20 milliliter of hydrogen gas is soluble at ordinary temperature and pressure. Third property is liquefaction. And students, you know that about the liquefaction. If we will change the temperature and pressure, the gaseous state is changed into the liquid state. So hydrogen gas we have to convert into the liquid hydrogen. But this hydrogen gas can't be easily liquefied. When we will apply minus 240 degrees Celsius temperature and 20 atmospheric pressure, then it can be turned the gaseous state into the liquid hydrogen. And the fourth property is the density. Hydrogen is the lightest gas in all gases. Hydrogen gas is lighter than air also. 14.4 times air is heavier than the hydrogen. So now students, I want to explain one activity. Hydrogen gas is lighter than the air. For this, place these two jars with their lids on the two pans of a balance. What do you observe? You will find that the jar containing hydrogen is lighter than the jar with air. This proves that hydrogen gas is lighter than air, and again this hydrogen gas is lighter than air is best seen in hydrogen filled balloons that immediately rises up in the air. Now students, after the physical properties, we have to start the chemical properties. The first property is action with litmus. Hydrogen gas is neutral to litmus, that is, no change is observed in the color of moist blue litmus or red litmus when we dip this litmus paper into the hydrogen gas filled that jar. No change is there. So students, if the blue litmus paper will not change into the red color and the red litmus paper will not change into the blue color, so there is a no change is there, so no action is there. That's why hydrogen is neutral to litmus. So second one, combustibility. Hydrogen is combustible in nature, but hydrogen is non-supporter of combustion. So how the hydrogen gas is combustible in nature? In air, pure hydrogen gas burns with silent blue flame, and impure hydrogen gas also burns in air but with a pop sound. Why this pop sound is there? Because the impurity present in the hydrogen gas, that impurity is responsible to produce that pop sound. And this is the test is used to find out hydrogen gas is pure or hydrogen gas is impure. So this test is widely used to find out pure hydrogen gas and impure hydrogen gas. And students, hydrogen gas is non-supporter for the combustion. How? I will explain one activity to you. To show that hydrogen is combustible but is a non-supporter of combustion. Hold a hydrogen gas filled jar with its mouth downwards. Place a lighted candle and cover it with the jar. The candle gets extinguished but the gas burns with a pop sound. This shows that hydrogen is combustible but is a non-supporter of combustion. And the third property of hydrogen gas with some non-metals. The first non-metal is oxygen. Action of hydrogen on the oxygen. Hydrogen burns in oxygen with a blue flame to form the steam. After that, which on condensation, that steam is converted into water. And students, this reaction is highly exothermic type of reaction. And you know that the meaning of the exothermic reaction. The heat is released. That type of reaction we called as a exothermic reaction. And the chemical equation for this hydrogen and oxygen reaction is as follows. Second one, action of hydrogen with chlorine gas. In diffuse sunlight, hydrogen combines with equal volume of greenish yellow chlorine gas and the product is forming hydrogen chloride gas. The third non-metal is the nitrogen. Action of hydrogen with nitrogen gas in the presence of iron as a catalyst, and you know that the catalyst which increase or decrease the rate of reaction without undergo any change, that substance we called as a catalyst. And in this reaction iron is act as a catalyst, and at 450 degrees Celsius temperature and 200 atmospheric pressure, hydrogen reacts with nitrogen in the ratio 3:1 by volume and the product is ammonia gas. Action of hydrogen with sulfur. When hydrogen gas is passed through the boiling sulfur, the product is hydrogen sulfide gas. The product is from this hydrogen sulfide gas that is having the rotten egg smell. And the fourth one, reaction with hydrogen with metals. When metals are heated, hydrogen reacts with certain metals and the products are the metal hydrides. And some chemical equations are showing that metal hydrides, that sodium hydride, in that way the metal hydrides are forming. The fifth chemical property is action of hydrogen as a reducing agent. How? Hydrogen acts as a good reducing agent when hydrogen gas is passed over hot metallic oxides of copper, lead and iron. It removes oxygen from them and thus reduces them to their corresponding metals. So students, here we completed about the chemical properties of the hydrogen gas with the help of the examples. So dear students, our next topic is the test for hydrogen, and we learn in the second chemical property of hydrogen gas, that is the combustibility. That test is used for the test of the hydrogen. It is because the first step is for that if the hydrogen gas is pure, means pure hydrogen gas, when it burns in oxygen, the silent pale blue flame is there. Water is formed, which can be tested by sprinkling a few drops of it on white anhydrous copper sulfate. The latter turns into blue hydrated copper sulfate. Ordinary hydrogen gas, when it burns in oxygen, it produces a pop sound. The reason is that because what impurities are present in that hydrogen gas, that impurities is responsible to produce the pop sound. So students, these are the two tests to find out the pure hydrogen and impure hydrogen. Uses of hydrogen. And the first use of hydrogen is that for cutting and welding purposes. So how The hydrogen gas is used for cutting and welding metals. Hydrogen and oxygen when burnt together, it give a flame that is called as a oxyhydrogen flame, and it has a temperature of about 2800 degrees Celsius to 3000 degrees Celsius, which is sufficient to melt the metals, and the flame is therefore used for cutting and welding of metals. Second use of hydrogen gas is used as a fuel. Hydrogen gas is used as a fuel because of its high heat of combustion. Hydrogen is used as a fuel. Coal gas, water gas and liquid hydrogen are some significant hydrogen-based fuels. Liquid hydrogen is used as a rocket fuel. Then hydrogen can become the mass fuel of the future, replacing the hydrocarbons. In addition, hydrogen is a pollution-free fuel. The third use of hydrogen gas is for the hydrogenation of vegetable oil. Hydrogen is used in the preparation of solid vanaspati ghee from liquid vegetable fats like groundnut oil, coconut oil, etc. And this process is called as a catalytic hydrogenation of oils because it takes place in the presence of finely divided that nickel or platinum or palladium, which is act as a catalyst. Students, if it is asked in exam, what is the definition of catalytic hydrogenation? So you have to give the definition. Catalytic hydrogenation is a process by which hydrogen gas is passed through vegetable oils in the presence of catalysts like nickel, platinum and palladium to convert them, the oils, into the solid vanaspati ghee. That is the definition. Hydrogen gas is used extensively in the manufacture of ammonia gas, which in turn is used to produce fertilizers and nitric acid. The gas is also used in the manufacture of hydrochloric acid, methanol, urea, etc. The fifth use of hydrogen gas is as a reducing agent in the extraction of metals. As hydrogen is a good reducing agent, it is used for the extraction of the lesser reactive metals like copper, lead, tin, etc. from their respective oxides. The sixth use of hydrogen metal is in the meteorological purposes. Earlier, hydrogen-filled balloons equipped with meteorological instruments were sent up in the atmosphere to record temperature, wind speed, air pressure, etc. for weather forecasting. However, the hydrogen gas is inflammable nature, of that only it has gradually been replaced by helium for filling in weather forecasting balloons. First, we will define what is meant by oxidation. Oxidation is defined as a chemical process that involves two steps. The first step is the addition of oxygen. Element react with oxygen, it forming oxide. For example, as an element carbon. Carbon reacts with oxygen, it forms carbon dioxide. Hence, carbon gets oxidized. Second step, removal of hydrogen. When hydrogen sulfide reacts with chlorine, it gets oxidized to sulfur, and due to the removal of hydrogen. The reaction is that hydrogen sulfide and chlorine react with each other, forming hydrochloric acid and sulfur. The next one, what is meant by oxidizing agent? The substance that supplies oxygen and removes hydrogen is called as a oxidizing agent. Examples are oxygen, chlorine, carbon dioxide, nitric acid, etc. Now students, what is the definition of this oxidation? Oxidation is a chemical process that involves addition of oxygen to a substance or removal of hydrogen from a substance. The next is the reduction. Reduction is the reverse than the oxidation. Students, in oxidation, addition of oxygen is there. In reduction, removal of oxygen is there. In oxidation, removal of hydrogen is there. In reduction, addition of hydrogen will be there. So we will explain. First one is the addition of hydrogen. When nitrogen reacts with hydrogen under specific conditions, ammonia gas is formed due to the addition of hydrogen to nitrogen. Second step, removal of oxygen. The oxides are going on to form element and oxygen. When mercuric oxide is heated, the removal of oxygen takes place to form mercury and as a reducing product. And students, the next one is the reducing agent. The substance that supplies hydrogen and removes oxygen, that is called as a reducing agents. For example, hydrogen, hydrogen sulfide, carbon, carbon monoxide, these are called as a reducing agent. Now students, what is meant by reduction? Reduction is also a chemical process. It involves addition of hydrogen to a substance or removal of oxygen from a substance. So students, here we completed about oxidation and reduction. Now, redox reactions are those in which reduction and oxidation both take place simultaneously. How? Means one substance is reduced while the other gets oxidized. Most of the reactions are redox reaction, but double displacement reactions are not redox reaction. Example, copper oxide and hydrogen react with each other forming copper and water. In this reaction, copper oxide gets reduced to copper while hydrogen is oxidized into water. Thus, this reaction is reduction and oxidation takes place simultaneously. Here, copper oxide acts as a oxidizing agent. Always remember, dear students, the substance that gets reduced, it acts as an oxidizing agent, and the one which gets oxidized, it acts as a reducing agent. So students, here we completed our part 3rd from hydrogen lesson. Thank you.